Yo, 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 what up? Welcome back to another episode of the Pastor P's podcast where we talk people, politics, and perspectives from my point of view. I'm your host, Dante, and today I need you to listen real close. Because this one right here got me heated. We got to talk about what's happening. We got to talk about what's happening to GloRilla. Not from a gossip angle, not from the she was wild in perspective. No, we're talking about the system, and how even when you're a victim, they still find a way to flip it on you. That's crazy. Now, what went down? Okay. Let me walk it back real quick. GloRilla, Memphis born, Grammy nominated, blowing up on the charts, doing big things, 26 years old, right? Well, she's at the WNBA All-Star game, living her best life, when somebody breaks into her crib in Georgia. A real home invasion. Somebody violates your space, your peace, your safety. Now, most of us, when this happens, we do what we're supposed to do. Call the police. That's what Glo did. Sidebar, even though she didn't call the police, she had family members that was at the home at the time of the invasion, and they called the police. Well, she called the cops. She reported a break-in, and somehow she ended up getting booked. Let that sit with you for a second. You call for help, you try to do the right thing, and instead of getting justice, you get a damn mugshot. Now, according to the reports, the cops found marijuana and a controlled substance in her bedroom. And because her name is on the lease, boom, felony charges for her. Even though I heard it was less than an ounce of marijuana. I mean, come on, Georgia. You got to get your shit together. Y'all still doing that? She turned herself in and had to pay $22,000 to get out of jail because somebody broke in her house. And while police was doing their investigation, they found some marijuana, or they saw some marijuana. Whatever the case may be. It ain't like she was Pablo Escobar or somebody. I'm still tripping on how you call the police and end up in cuffs. How you the victim and still get treated like a suspect. This is why people don't trust the system. This is why folks hesitate to call the police, even when they need protection. Because too often it turns into you being the one on trial. I mean, I get it. Weed is illegal in Georgia. I'm not saying break the law and expect no consequences, but context matter, don't it? Like, come on now. That could have been a simple possession under the wraps. It ain't got to be all out in the public like that. Or even somebody else could have took that charge. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. It ain't like she's selling the weed. She ain't just distributing it to children or nothing like that. She just, you know what I mean? Maybe, who knows? I don't even know if it was hers. You know what I mean? That's not justice. That's a punishment by association. And it's like, what? How my home get invaded and turn into a legal nightmare for me? That don't make sense. It's like it's a double standard. Here's where I really get tight, though. You know what I mean? Because if this was somebody else, somebody with a different face, a different background, different image, this might not even be the news. Just what I just said. You know what I'm saying? Let Taylor Swift house got broken into, or when Joe Burrow's house got broken into, I bet you if it was some weed in there, it didn't make the news. You know why? Because people, you know what I mean, protect who they want to protect. It's poor Taylor praying for her safety. Hope she's okay. That's what would have been the message. It wouldn't have been no Taylor Swift locked up for a little bit of weed. You know what I mean? But when it's a young black woman from Memphis with tattoos and a southern accent who raps, that's what you get, huh? I guess. It's crazy. But now while we on it, can we talk about how outdated these weed laws are? We got states making millions of dollars off of marijuana, straight up legalizing it, building dispensaries, advertising it like it's Apple. Meanwhile, in Georgia and other southern states, people are still getting felonies for a little bag on a nightstand. A little bag of weed on the nightstand is a felony still. That's crazy. We can't have it both ways. You can't have billionaires building weed empires in one state and black folks catching charges from the same plant in a different state. That's not law. That's legalized hypocrisy. I don't care how you look at it. GloRilla deserves grace. And look, I ain't here to say GloRilla is perfect. Nobody is. She's 26. She's navigating fame, pressure, social media, interviews, tour life. People in her ear, cameras on her 24/7. Imagine trying to be 100% perfect while the whole world is watching your every move. Come on, man. A few days after the arrest, she posted a video of her dancing in Cabo with Brandon Ingram. Now people calling her reckless and careless. Bruh, you expect her to sit in a corner and cry forever? You want her to stay stuck in trauma? Nah, man, you're going to keep going. Let the woman live. She called for help. She didn't get help. She got a charge. Oh, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Let her glow. You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. Anyway, man. It's about how we treat people in the spotlight, man, especially black women in hip-hop. It's about how quick we are to label, to shame, to prosecute in the court of law and in the court of public opinion. It's about the system and how it's rigged to turn victims into villains, in real life into clickbait. Shit crazy. You think this ain't happening to regular people every day? It is. Just without TMZ pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So here's my final take. GloRilla didn't fail the system. The system failed her. You want to talk about accountability? Cool. Let's hold that same energy for the laws, for the media, and for the way we treat our own. You know what I mean? When our own go through it, man, we need to keep that same energy, man, and treat people the right way, man. We can't just keep having double standards for people out here, man. Let's stop turning our backs on people every time somebody stumbles. Let's start showing up when they're shining and when they're struggling. You know what I mean? GloRilla is still young, still talented, still grinding. And I'm for one, I'm rooting for her. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Marijuana is not a bad thing. I don't think she needs to be judged. I don't think she needs to be handcuffed. Man, she needs protection, support, and a little damn understanding. You know what I'm saying? And people need to stop being so damn uptight, man. and always trying to drag down a motherfucker or looking for the right opportunity to bust a motherfucker down, man. So that's it for me today. This episode of Pass the Peas was kind of deep to me, man. I'm trying new things, man. I hope you felt it, man. If it made you think, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tap in with your boy Tay, man. Until next time, peace out, y'all. Love y'all.